So I hope to learn from the applicant what what interests them to apply to the program in the first place, and how how they view culture and race and ethnicity, and how that plays into when they will become counselors, and also what their values are and how strong they hold their values, and whether or not they would be able to like put that aside when counseling people from different values. And I also want to know how, comfortable they are with authority and criticism. And but most of all, I want to learn how they deal with stress and how stress affects them, and you know being able to concentrate or being able to do things fully, and well, being competent. So I hope that I will able to gain a sense of those things from the next applicant, and whether or not they in the interview.
Hi, Araceli. How are you?
Hi, I'm well.
Okay. So I just want to start off by asking you, just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I did my undergrad at this institution as well, and I did my background is in psychology, and I knew prior to even applying that I wanted that to be my major because I've been wanting to be a therapist since high school, and honestly, not only do I want to be a therapist, but I kind of want to be very active in the mental health community.
Okay.
So that I want to ideally implement programs that teach about mental health and overall help prevent the incidence of mental illnesses, not just treating them.
Okay, that's great. So that's why you're interested in the field of counseling?
Yes.
Okay. So sometimes you will have a variety of diverse clients requiring you to be multicultural competent and competent in other areas. How comfortable would you feel with working with clients who are culturally, racially, ethnically different from you?
I feel very comfortable with that. If anything, I prefer working with a more diverse community just because I myself come from a diverse community. So, and I know that it has a very big impact. You know, your culture, your environment has a really big impact on your mental health. So, I want to be able to help as many different people as I possibly can and help them in ways that is beneficial to them, not just to me.
Okay, great. Clients' values also differ. They might have different views on gender, sexuality. They might foster prejudice with different groups of people. How willing would you be to put your values aside and counsel those type of people?
Sometimes I don't even see it necessarily as like putting our values aside. I just think it's like acknowledging that, I feel like when you go into this field, you're acknowledging the fact that not everyone is going to think like you. We are all different people, and we all have our own opinions, our own biases, and things like that. And I think the important aspect of it is to not judge people for those thoughts or beliefs, but to work with them with that.
Okay, that's nice. Okay. How comfortable or uncomfortable are you with authority, such as working with a supervisor?
That actually is like I feel like initially that's very important because you only can gain so much from doing things in school. It's completely different once you're in the field and once you're doing it on your own. I feel especially like during the first year, you are going to have a lot of questions and there's going to be a lot of things that you're not familiar with. So I feel like it's a good thing to have someone to reach out to make sure you're providing the best that you can for your clients.
Nice. Okay. So going from there, how well do you take constructive criticism?
I'm always honestly pretty open to it just because, especially in this field, I really want to know how I can improve. And I feel like you constantly have to be open to that because you have to be the helper or the counselor that your patient needs, and each patient is different.
Okay. Sometimes being a counselor can be emotionally bearing. It can be hard to deal with, you know, the clients you have and the problems they're going with, especially if you have your own unresolved problems going on in your life. How well do you cope with stress and dealing with it?
person initially, I probably wasn't the best. But through my own experience with therapy, which is why I want to be a therapist, I feel like I have learned a lot. And the most important thing that I've learned, I feel, thus far is you can't be there for other people if you can't be there for yourself. So even though, yes, I want to help people, but if I can't be there for myself, then I have to take care of that before I try to help anyone else with whatever they're going through.
Okay, great. Thank you, Araceli. I'm pretty sure you're going to get in.
Thank you.